Hey man, I know the feeling. One day, everything's great. She's texting first, making plans, and actually excited to see you. Then suddenly, something shifts. She's distant, replies take longer, she's always busy, and you can just feel it. She's slipping away. And the worst part? The more you try to fix it, the worse it gets. I've seen this happen so many times, and the mistake most guys make? They panic. They start overcompensating, texting more, asking what's wrong, trying to prove their worth. But that just pushes her further away. What actually works is counterintuitive, and that's exactly what I'm about to break down for you. If you apply these shifts the right way, you'll not only stop her from pulling away, but you'll make her see you in a way that reignites her attraction, naturally. Point 1. Pulling back to move forward. The first thing you need to do? Stop chasing. When you feel her slipping away, the gut reaction is to hold on tighter, but that just makes her feel suffocated. The trick is to make her feel the space she's asking for, not in a bitter or resentful way, but in a way that makes her realize what she's losing. So what does this mean in action? Cut back on the texting. If she used to take an hour to reply, now you take 3. Be less available. If she asks to hang out last minute, let her know you've got plans. When you do see her, be a little less engaged, like she's not the center of your world anymore. This taps into one of the strongest human instincts, the fear of loss. The moment she senses you're slipping away, she'll start reassessing her feelings. Point 2. Disrupt her assumptions. Create cognitive dissonance. Right now, she thinks she has you all figured out. Maybe she sees you as too nice or too predictable. To reignite her interest, you need to introduce a version of yourself she hasn't seen before. Ask yourself, what's something about you that would surprise her? Maybe she thinks of you as the chill, go-with-the-flow guy, but she doesn't know about your competitive side. Join a boxing gym, post about your workouts. Maybe she assumes you're always available, but suddenly you've got a new passion that takes up your weekends. Maybe she sees you as the sweet guy who'd never flirt with another girl, so she never feels like she has to win you. But what happens if she sees you getting attention from someone else? When she realizes she doesn't have you completely figured out, that little bit of mystery makes her curious again, and curiosity leads to attraction. Point 3. Introduce a sense of competition. Women don't like to feel replaceable. The moment she thinks she's got all the time in the world to decide if she wants to be with you, her urgency fades. So you need to reintroduce a little pressure, but in a natural, non-manipulative way. One of the best ways to do this? Get out there and start engaging socially, especially with women. And no, I'm not saying you should date someone just to make her jealous, but having female friends, posting pictures from group events, or even casually mentioning fun conversations you've had with other women is enough to plant the seed in her mind. Wait, does he still like me? Or is he moving on? When she senses she's not the only one in your orbit, she'll start valuing your attention more. Point 4. Make her work for your attention. Let's be real. When you give someone too much attention, they start taking it for granted. If you've been putting her on a pedestal, it's time to step back and let her feel the difference. Instead of always being available, create a little space that makes her wonder about you. Here's how you do it. Next time she sends a text, don't rush to reply like you're on standby. Take your time, go about your day, and then respond when it's convenient for you. If she asks to meet up last minute, don't drop everything to accommodate her. Let her see that you have your own priorities. Instead of always planning dates or conversations, let her take the initiative sometimes. If she's used to you always setting things up, switch it up and see if she starts making the effort. This isn't about games, it's about shifting the balance. When she realizes that your attention isn't guaranteed, she'll start valuing it more, and that's when the dynamic changes in your favor. Point 5. The art of not needing her. One of the biggest mistakes guys make? They cling to the outcome. They stress over every text, analyze every little sign, and worry about whether she's losing interest. And that energy, she can feel it. But here's the truth. The more afraid you are of losing her, the more likely you are to push her away. Desperation is never attractive. On the other hand, when you embrace the mindset that you'll be fine no matter what happens, everything shifts. Think about it. Who's more attractive? The guy who's constantly seeking her approval, overanalyzing every word, and adjusting his behavior just to keep her happy? Or the guy who knows his worth, enjoys her company, but doesn't need her to feel complete? That's the power of detachment. You're not ignoring her, you're just no longer dependent on her validation. You start focusing on yourself, your growth, and your happiness. And ironically, the moment you stop worrying about losing her, that's when she starts chasing you. Alright man, that's the game. If you've been feeling like she's slipping away, now you know exactly what to do to flip the script. It's not about chasing, convincing, or proving yourself. It's about shifting the energy so she starts feeling that pull toward you again. But here's the real question. Which one of these points hit you the hardest? Which one do you think you need to work on the most? Drop a comment and let me know. And if you've ever been in this situation before, I want to hear how you handled it. Let's talk about it.